I'm very proud that I've been a part of it. I've enjoyed being a part of it. I've learned a lot from it. I've learned a lot about the royal family that I didn't necessarily know before. And I've had my views changed about them. I think I've become a little more sympathetic I certainly become more sympathetic to Philip, a man who was always referred to as being 3 feet behind the Queen. And that's how I've felt for the past 2 years. It's not easy. I learned a lot more about him doing this, that he was a man of huge interests outside of the royal family, and but also the father figure. He was the guy who was behind making a lot of the decisions.
It's very demanding. It's an interesting psychological battle between letting go of your own expectations of yourself and how much you could possibly transform, and it's been an enormous journey, and I've learned a lot as an artist inside of that, and it's also been such a profound privilege. So I've loved it. It was a real ease because we'd already done it for that whole season before, so we were very kind of relaxed inside the characters, which was lovely and gives you a lot of freedom creatively. There was always a weight, and at times our job was to play against it, and so it was really it was a dance between Khalid and I. I'm proud of us dancing that, because it was difficult at times to manage the sadness that is in that world. So
very proud to have got to this place, and it's been a long journey. It's been for me, it's been 10 years. But also I feel very lucky, because to be able to paint on a canvas of this size, and I'm very gratified by the way people have received it. So something like this, it's kind of a dream come true. The first half of the season, focuses pretty much on the events that lead up to Diana's death, and then the second half of the season, take us into the 21st century, and well, I can't give away what happens at the end, but it hopefully leaves you with a real sense of where we are now, even though we haven't gone all the way there.
Well, Dodi is a character who, despite the fact that we knew that he'd died in that crash 26 years ago, and people in supermarket shelves have been seeing him standing next to Diana for all that time, actually, when you ask yourself, what do you know about him? Until you've seen some of The Crown, most people go, pretty much nothing. One of the things I'm proudest of, and have really tried to take on the responsibility of with this role, is that people will finally know a version of him. And because they know that version, by this season, hopefully, alongside Diana, they will mourn him. He was never mourned. And all of us have a right to be mourned.
I mean, it's just the greatest honor. Really, I was a huge fan of the show. I never thought I would be in it. Being asked to play this role was completely surreal. I didn't think for a second. I just jumped, and it's been just a true journey. I feel really emotional talking to you about it. But yeah, it's been the job of a lifetime, really.